Your relationship to the Republican Party, then, how would you describe that? I mean, are you a Republican? I mean,
well,
really?
Absolutely. Yeah, actually, as a matter of fact, and I think that's a very valid question. I actually consider myself maybe more loyal to the Republican Party than a lot of other people. And the reason I say that is because when a person runs as a Republican, he says, this is our platform and I will stick to it. And for some reason in the Republican Party, we seem to think, well, they're not really sticking to the platform, but it's better than the Democrats, so we're going to let it slide. But I think we have to, as a Republican Party, say we're going to stand up and hold the people that we elect accountable and say, look, you promised us to stay by this platform and you're not doing it. You're not actually giving more, less government control. I mean, No Child Left Behind, federal mandates to the state. I mean, Reagan wanted to get rid of the Department of Education. We didn't even have it until Carter initiated it in 1980. He actually made it out into a separate department. So, with that being said, I think I've been more loyal to the Republican Party than a lot of Republican elitists or the country clubbers have been. And now the rank and file Republicans and the down-to-earth people that are out there making this economy happen, they're generating the revenues, they're starting the small business, they're having entrepreneurial spirits. They'd have more. We already have what we need to have a great economy. It's not happening because the government is continuing to be on our backs, and that's the difference. Is I don't believe the government's the solution. I believe it's a problem. I've always thought that. Reagan proved that. If we give more tax cuts to the wealthy where they can invest more, get regulations out of here so they put their businesses here and not overseas somewhere, we're going to have a great economy once again with unemployment at alarmingly low, not alarmingly, but I mean good low rates. I mean, we were just talking about a person cut the budget in half. He was talking about the president that did that. It was prior to the Depression of 20, he said, which was worse. And he said it went to the lowest unemployment rate in history of 1.8%. So that system works, and we know it works. So why is the Republican Party, the elitists or the people that get into office, why do they change it once they get in? It's because the lobbyists and the corporations of people, or the liberal way of government is, we've got 535, 435 reps, 100 senators, all having these ideas on how they want to help people. Well, that's a natural tendency for things to grow. And there has to be somebody to say no. I mean, think about it. The most important word that we teach our kids when they're growing up is no. Not because we're wanting to stop them from having creativity. We want to stop them from hurting themselves. And there has to be somebody to be able to go up there and say, no, we're not going to do that because it's going to hurt the American people. We don't need to grow government anymore, but it's because it's going to hurt them. And so that's why I'm going to go up and say, no, we don't need any more government growth. We don't need any more government programs. We don't need more government handouts. We need the government off our back so we can make this economy work right in America. And yeah, I get along well with the Republican Party. Very, very well, especially the rank and file. But I've always felt loyal to the Republican Party. I mean, I've had people ask me to run as an independent, run as a different party, a Constitution Party. And I really feel like the best way is to make sure the Republican Party is held accountable and they stay to what their principles are. And if they do that, we'll win every election, hands down.